Hello there guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing two episodes. First one is going to be an individual review. It's a limited time release or collector's edition perfume from House of Lacoste. Second episode I'm going to be doing list of blue fragrances which I was perhaps requested few times before by my countrymates who are going through scorching heat and humidity, because very hot and humid in Bangladesh right now. The rain is not really consistent. But I would like to welcome you back to the channel, and hopefully you're doing good and you're in good health, because health is the most important thing above all. Okay, so let's look into this fragrance, which has nothing on Fragrantica as far as my knowledge goes, but I did review the original one called Lacoste Life before. So this is called Raymond Pettibon. I'm not sure, Pettibon, the artist, collector's edition. So we'll talk about it, if there's a difference or it's just same juice in a collector's bottle. But there's hardly any review on this, so I decided to buy this because I really find the packaging attractive. The juice is beautiful too, so we'll talk about it. Okay, so time is around 3:30 a.m. here. I haven't had my dinner. I fell asleep. It's such a scorching heat in Bangladesh. At this moment, if you're planning to visit Bangladesh as a foreigner, I would not recommend you. Perhaps during the November, December time. Right now, I go for a walk every day, like 1 hour, 30 minutes or so, and you sweat like profoundly. I mean, like so crazy heat and humidity. So you need some freshies, and this I think is kind of like you can say it's a freshie, but with a twist. It has this fragrance, original one, Lacoste Life. It had that lime, green notes, watery notes, licorice, and guaiacol. So it's a woody, fresh fragrance. I could tell you like almost like a blue fragrance, but they described it as a red, white, and blue fragrance, and they also gave percentage. Okay, so we'll talk about it. It's interesting perfume, and these kind of fragrances do not get that much talk because I guess Lacoste don't send bottles to influencers sometimes, and it's kind of like a old fragrance. The original one was released some almost 9 years back. I don't remember exactly which year, but I think it was 2014 perhaps. Release wise 2014 in Fragrantica. That's what it says. So this is how it used to be. Like the bottle, I really find beautiful, like Lalique bottles. Okay, but it has this three color. The blue is the color of the bottle, the white stickers, and then Lacoste Life. It's like the red sticker at the side with this beautiful white cap. You also find in Lacoste Blanc. Later they released fragrance Lacoste White, Lacoste Yellow, Lacoste Red, and all those green. So this is not part of that. So I don't know how many flankers are there, but I saw this in one shop, and the prices in Bangladesh is the same about with Amazon. Amazon is selling this for $47, $48. It's under $50. If you look for a good deal, perhaps $40. Okay, not less than that. Now the prices of Lacoste fragrances. Let me show you one. I got few days back. This fragrance was one of my first fragrances, like in my journey, like in university life. Lacoste Styling Play. These used to cost like $35. Now you cannot find these anywhere under $50. Okay, this is the price range of these fragrances now. So that's the reality. So let's take a look at this special edition one, and we'll compare it with the original one. Okay. So first of all, the packaging is very eye-catching. Okay, if you're a collector, this is going to really like pique your interest. If you don't have the original, maybe you want this bottle. Okay, because it's special and it's limited edition, means they did not make so many. They just made like limited numbers, I guess. So it's a collector's edition. So here, I do not know much about the artist though. I googled him. Like he is a cartoonist, I think. He does artwork and stuff. I think maybe he was a musician as well. If you guys know, please let others know. It says no fountain from its rocky cave, tripped with foot, so sure and free. So I don't really follow, but it says all this 100 ml. Good thing. At the back, it's I think is the same as front, but see, the coloration has gone a little bit off. Like this one, it's red. This one, it's bit like like the redness is gone a little bit. The paint is gone because of the number of years. 9 years it has, man. So I think this back one, I think this background is about water, perhaps, like I don't know what is supposed to represent blue. Very nice artwork. Okay, at the side it says Raymond. Oh, okay, right. I did not read this. You can read it. It says about who's that artist and what he did for himself and all that. Okay, so there you go. Beautiful packaging, and all over the box you get a lot of information. So that's the packaging. So the bottle, it's not as big as the box. I mean, like this one, I think can fit 1.5 bottle in this box. It's big. So the bottle is very beautiful. I find this bottle even more interesting than this. I love that bottle, but this is more pretty. Take a look at that. These paints are like the colors are there. It did not faint, and it says 100 ml. Okay, here it says composition. This is the interesting part. 32% intense blue, 58% neutral white, and 10% pure red, 100% Lacoste Life. So this is their tagline. Interesting. And then there some of the, maybe song or lyrics from the artist. Okay, so the atomizer is just about the same as the original. Let me show you. The original one also is like white and with that red sprayer. So I have that on my left hand, and this one I'm wearing with my right hand. So let's see if the atomizer is also red. So I don't need to respray, I already tried. And you can see the sprayer, by the way, no problem. Because I'm already wearing it, no point wearing it over and over again. I know the smell of them. Good sprayer, not bad, but could be better. But it could be a bit difficult for some people to hold the bottle because it's very wide, and if you have a small hand and all, it'll be difficult. So we'll compare side by side. So as the notes suggest for this one, as I told you just now, it's very simple notes breakdown, like lime, green notes, watery notes, licorice, and guaiacol with the original. When I smell it, this fragrance smells a little bit more like there's some sort of fruity tones to it. I said maybe some sort of a, I don't know, what's that note? There's a very sharp fruity note that I smell this in other fragrances. So there's some fruits in there. There's some citrus, and I think there's a little bit of a blue accord in the opening. Very beautiful and aromatic blue. I absolutely love the opening of Lacoste Life, and the collector's edition, I think it's 90% the same, if not exact. I find just a tad bit difference in the opening, not so much. It's like not like a totally different fragrance. Perhaps they added something to this since I don't have the notes breakdown, but I think they smell very similar to each other. So my mind is telling me these are the almost identical fragrance, just in different bottles, right? But I don't see this fragrance everywhere. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Lacoste nowadays have Lacoste L'Homme and some of the other fragrances. You find those, but these older style perfumes like Lacoste Essential, the older bottles are gone. Now you have newer bottles which they re-release, right? So Lacoste has a lot of great fragrances. Some of them are okay, but some of them are really nice. This is a great fragrance for everyday wear. Weaknesses from these fragrances, one thing I'll tell you, the longevity is not the best. This one is like about, you're looking at 3.5 hours, if you get lucky 4 hours on the shirt, but that too is for good weather condition. If you have high heat and humidity, they die down quite quickly. On the shirt, the dry down stays. I mean, the sweetness of the licorice and then kind of woody, that vibe stays, but the watery blue accords, they disappear very quickly. So one of the weaknesses, perhaps, let's say the longevity. You really have to overspray and you have to reapply. Okay. Apart from that, the smell, I just love it. It's amazing. If you imagine sitting by like a lake or water, like where there's like a river or something, nice breeze, you can smell the water, you can see blue skies. That's exactly where I took this fragrance when I reviewed this, I think near one resort. Okay, so there was hot day and it was beautiful blue waters and stuff, but I was sweating. It was very hot, so we had to move to AC room later. So these are, I would say, almost similar fragrances, just that this is a bit rare. This one you may find everywhere, like in your local shops or something. Maybe you have this available, but this particular one, if you can get, I think you get this for the bottle. These bottles are beautiful. Okay, so there you go. This one's the Lacoste Life. I did not wear enough to get compliments like Versace Purhomme or something like Dylan Blue. This one I wore once in a while. I'll not lie to you. This is not my everyday reach. Whenever, let's say, it's raining, I sense some watery activities. That's where I put this on. It's a very nice perfume for everyday wear, casual fragrance. You can wear this for your work. But again, remember, you have to reapply after every 3 years. Sorry, 3 years, 3 hours. So all in all, beautiful fragrance, almost identical, unless like there's slight bit different in the opening, but very aromatic, beautiful blue opening. Oh, I get like juniper berry from this. Okay, so beautiful junipers, blue, a watery green, and licorice, kind of like a sweet fresh fragrance, and also hint of blue in the opening. Overall, my rating for this, for the bottle, it will get an additional mark. I was going to give it 7 out of 10. I'll give it 8. Okay, but for the smell, it's also beautiful fragrance. For the smell, I'll give it 8.5, but the longevity and projection has issues. So yeah, a little bit like compromise, right? So check it out, Lacoste Life, Raymond Pettibon, collector's edition. So I'm just glad, because I want to do content. I want to leave out as many fragrance reviews as possible. Thanks for watching. Let's move on to the next video, which is going to be a blue fragrance list. Take care.